Hi everybody, this is Believe What, also known as yamjuice, and today I'd like to talk to you about something that I found out about that kind of freaked me out. You know, nobody likes processed meat products or processed food more than yamjuice, I'm telling you. I live on junk food. I do not like to cook that much. I just like to eat and go. You know, just throw me a burrito in the microwave and I'm good. Anyway, I was doing some research on something that I found out about. It's something called mechanically separated chicken or mechanically reclaimed meat. This is something that is used in a lot of products. Now, what is mechanically separated chicken? Well, here's the deal. In the process of making, chicken products, getting the chicken off of the bone, you know, they cook the chicken. They or this is actually before they cook the chicken. This is like they strip all the chicken off the bones. They're using it for whatever, you know, they're going to make chicken breasts or whatnot. You know, then they want to get every last scrap of meat that they can possibly sell off this chicken. So once they've got all of that meat rendered off of the bone, the raw chicken, then they take the bones and they throw them in a hopper and they crunch them up. Then they throw that crunched up chicken bone concoction into this machine that forces everything through with a high pressure. It forces it through a small sieve. Now the sieve is so small that it does not allow the pieces of bone to pass through, but it's such high pressure that any remaining tissue that's on those bones, anything, whether it's the tiniest scrap of meat or tendon or whatever that can pass through that sieve under that high pressure, goes right into the hopper. Now this is okayed as long as on the ingredient list it includes the words mechanically separated chicken or mechanically separated meat or mechanically reclaimed meat. Now you might wonder, you know, what the hell? You know, I think if people sort of realized what this looked like, you know, they might be a little bit concerned. I looked it up on the internet, and this stuff is really, really gross. You know, back a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago, they were talking about this issue called pink slime, where basically they, got the sweepings from the floor, and they just ground it all up into a fine paste. Anyway, this is almost exactly the same thing. This has to do with chicken, and some people call it white slime, but I've seen pictures of the stuff, and it's really not white. It's pink itself, and it really kind of resembles Play-Doh. I'm going to stick a picture of it up here on the screen so you can get an idea of just what we're dealing with. Anyway, this is a list of some of the food products that use this mechanically separated chicken. First of all, it's in a lot of different products, that are prepared, like lunch meats, hot dogs. It's in some frozen foods. It's in beef jerky. Yep, it's in jerky. Several different brands. It's one of the ingredients, and of course, the most famous product of all is something called potted meat food product. It's almost the exclusive ingredient in potted meat food product. They don't even get to call it meat. It's potted meat food product. Also, it's one of the prime ingredients in Vienna sausages. I always thought they were kind of nasty anyway, but the kids eat a lot of Vienna sausages. It's also very commonly used in bologna. Like, for example, Eckrich bologna, Eckrich salami, olive loaf, pickle loaf, all of those are known to contain mechanically separated chicken. Anything that uses pepperoni or those kind of sausages, it's likely to be found. For example, Totino's Pizza, DiGiorno Pizza. DiGiorno, they use mechanically separated chicken in their pepperoni. Gino's Pizza Rolls, loaded with it. Canned foods have it too. You might be kind of surprised to find out that good old Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Campbell's chicken noodle soup, for God's sakes. Chicken and Stars, Campbell's Chicken and Stars. Stag chili, Stag Ranch House chili has this stuff in it. The list is very long. Anyway, I just thought maybe I'd just bring this up. It kind of sickens me, and it makes me sort of wonder about, you know, do I really want to eat this stuff? So I've got, you know, I've got a pretty iron stomach, and I can take a lot, but it's my mind that has the problem with this. Just knowing that I'm eating this pink, disgusting stuff. I mean, just what it looks like is pretty revolting. You know, it's kind of for the same reason I don't eat, you know, roe or fish eggs or caviar or whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know. So if you missed any of my previous videos, I'm going to put a couple up on the screen. There's a video on the left that's probably pretty good. There's a video on the right that's probably pretty good. When I'm talking about this, I haven't even decided what it's going to be yet. But anyway, for Believe What, I'm Yamjuice, and thanks for watching. Oh, and by the way, click that subscribe button. Cool.